Nickelon and cinnamon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tales from the Table Studio. We've taken the Christ out of Christmas this year. So,
I'm out. I gotta get out of here.
Thanks for stopping by. This is the end of Nights of Magic.
This is nice. Congratulations. We're just canceled. It's fine. What up? It's your boy.
Welcome to Tales from the Table. Dragon cancellation any percent.
Anyways, so I am so happy to yet again be here for as the Tale Slinger and the Master of Ceremonies for the future game of Sentai and Sensibility. So we're going to go real quick around because we have a lot to cover and not that much time to do it in. So we're going to go ahead and popcorn off. We're going to start with X.
Oh, wow. I'm not usually first. Hello, I'm Xtel. Pronouns are he, him. On occasion, you'll find me doing stuff. I'm playing Jax. Walk him down LaFay, also known as Jax put him in a box LaFay, also known as Jax put him on a t-shirt LaFay, also known as Jax turn him into a hashtag in your bio LaFay. He's going to have you run out of the space. You're going to run out of characters real soon. But hello. I figured out, okay, fun fact real quick before I pass it to someone else. I figured out that I can, because I use a D10, I can use my vampire dice for this. I have vampire dice with the onks and fangs on them, but I'm not using those. They also comes with 2 numbered dice. So I'm using the 2 vampire D10s for this, and I'm going to start. My luck's going to turn around and watch. Anyway, passing it off to someone else who doesn't like to go first line.
Unbelievable. This is targeted.
This is a betrayal.
On Christless Christmas? Wow. Yo, it's straight my heart. Most people call me
Nah, humbug.
Nah, humbug.
Use the he pronouns. And today I'll be playing Adam. I don't really have a nickname. Levy, who uses he, they pronouns. And that's me. I will throw it to Kemma.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite them, Cam. I'm like all the other nerds you follow, but I can't think of a thing this time. I'm playing Ellis Ilima. I, Kemma, am they, them. Ellis Ilima is he, them, because people have questions about his judgment, but he can't see them. Sling it on to Kay.
There's a clear vibe tonight.
She, her, and I'm playing Coraline, who's also she, her.
So, we left in a very dire position. The Lord Emberton having just been pulled out of the biological wreckage of somewhere between a kaiju and just insert large monster type here. You guys fought. Fought is a good term. You guys fought the Paradox King. You almost got the sword at one point. Almost. So, but we're at this point now where you guys need to decide. What are you doing next?
Last we left, we were in the.
You were just leaving. Yeah, you were just leaving to Jax's place from the underground. Keith Sheed was going to be staying behind to act as a distraction if anyone tried to follow you.
Yeah, I'll say on the way there, Jax is uncharacteristically quiet, and also very serious as he walks with a. I'd say like before, almost this entire time they've been kind of doing this. He's been more lax in his like sort of the way he holds himself. But for the first time outside of if anyone's ever seen him during like court or military meetings or whatever the whole thing is, he's holding the same air that he does as a general in this moment as they move towards his place. And when they get there, he will lead everyone into what he calls the war room, which hasn't been used in a while. You can tell how it's like it actually it looks like it's been cleaned very recently, as opposed to all the other places. Like in all the other rooms, there's like, there's a lot of dust. There's tarps everywhere, dust. Like he doesn't really go into them, let alone clean them. This place, while there's tarps on things, there's no dust in the room, and he pulls the tarp off of a table that has the city's map on it, and on it there are markings of like Ifa, possible here, question mark. There's like a bunch of like mentions of this person named Ifa, and all over the map of the city, like different places where it looks like probably whoever wrote on this was assuming she might be in these places. And he goes to like essentially get rid of those marks and looks at you all and says, all right, we got to start acting like a fucking team. Right? It's about time that we should buckle down and talk about that.
Quick question. Did we still have my dad with us?
Yes, your father would still be with you.
Could we have dropped him off in like a bed or something before we gather around the war table?
I feel like,
Bed in there.
if I remember correctly, I was assisting with carrying him through the pathways, so
Yeah.
Alice would move over towards where there's rooms for him.
If you want to put him in there are 2 beds in there. You don't have to, but there are 2 beds in there.
Alice kind of carrying him most of the body weight. I don't know was he partially like conscious?
He's hurt. He is not conscious.
Oh, okay. So then just fully carrying him into the room with the beds and placing him in one of the empty beds. Oh, now that that's taken care of, next part. Does anyone know what or who we're fighting against? He's shown up many a time.
Adam looks over at Jax.
I can't say with certainty. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it was literally cousin.
I can't say with certainty who this Paradox King is, but those 2 are my children. The other 2 that were there in the Harley Quinn getup.
Children.
Yes. Gabrielle and Anthony.
Quite strong for children.
They're about 80 years old by now. 86, I think. So
Cousin, you know what that means. I hope.
they killed Shmuel. I'm aware. I'm not going to stop you for trying to get your revenge, Dom. I understand revenge all too well. But I will not fight my children.
This is, I think, a fundamental difference between us. Jax, I would be lying if I said I did not want revenge. I absolutely want revenge, but I don't plan to take it. But I do demand accountability.
Oh, they will be held accountable.
Yes. expect they will.
The other
We have to
person
get
we
a hold of him
fought.
first.
They should. They seem to believe that I killed their mother, or had a hand in it at least. And well, it's not entirely untrue. To be fair, honestly, I'm still seething over the fact that I couldn't rip her heart out with my bare hands myself. But they seem to think that she had their best interests at heart, but she did not care for them. She sold them the moment they were born to whoever it is that they now work for.
And who is it that you think they are working for?
Maximov was there the last time we fought. Remember, Maximov has a boss who used to be the Shadow King, my cousin, Aoife Fitzroy, mother to Alice. It's a whole thing. Point is, Aoife, well, my memory's a little fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure we did away with her. I don't know who this person is. It's not Aoife, that's for sure.
Could they... Can you think of anyone who might have picked up where she left off?
See, back then in the plot, the Shadow King, Maximov, Isabeau, there's Harlequin. I can't think of anybody else who was in league with them, let alone how they could come to wield Excalibur.
Yes, that is incredibly troubling.
From what I hear, Excalibur is a weapon that is not exactly told in the stories the way it is for real. This person has a drive, a determination to achieve whatever goal that is, and Excalibur responds to it. Probably taking them over. It's probably the only thing they ever think about, quite honestly. To have Excalibur come to their aid.
Grim, quick question.
Of course.
Did they have Excalibur the first time we saw them? I forget.
It was sheathed, but yes.
But yes, okay, cool.
We gotta start being better prepared. These attacks keep catching us off guard, and they're meant to. The ambushes. I'm not saying that we should be prepared for an ambush, but I mean, there's no harm in doing our best we can with that. But I'm saying we need to think more like a unit.
You're not
And
wrong.
act like one.
But we need more than that. We keep... You said it yourself. We keep being ambushed. We've been reactionary. We can't keep being reactionary. We need to be proactive.
It's hard to do when we don't know which way to look.
Then we have to start quickly chasing every thread we have. Right now, with respect, I think the most obvious thread in front of us, Miss Emberton, Coraline, is your father.
My father needs medical attention. He's not even conscious.
Agreed. Is there anyone that you know he has met with, spoken with, that is out of the norm in any way, shape, or form? Places he frequents or started to frequent recently? Absolutely anything that might stand out.
He started joining this club, but
The club.
We could ask my mother. She was supposed to be looking into it.
All right.
Has he been?
He's been different lately.
How
Talking
so?
about closing Emberton House. Talking about how we don't have money for things, even though we most assuredly do.
And if you don't, then I have to imagine it would have gone somewhere. Those sorts of resources are a good start if you're trying to force your way into the crown. In theory. Not that I'm accusing your father, of course. Not to be misunderstood.
Question for Grim.
Yes.
Was the Emberton coat of arms among the coat of arms for?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm fully suggesting that has been backing someone either by choice or by force.
Well, as General I can issue an order to seize his stuff. Oh, that might
Financial
put your
records.
family at a disadvantage in social standings. Is that something that you're willing to take a chance on, Coraline?
I worry for my mother, but our social standing isn't as important as taking care of the people of this place.
I have another suggestion. As Rangers, we have the, how should I say, privilege of being, it might be a little different now, given Merlin changed the oath, but we have the privilege of being somewhat unchained force, per se. We serve less the crown and more so the stability of the nation in the Fae and also here. Because, well, they do are connected. We can try to go talk to some of those fake kings and queens. See if Titania might listen. It's been a while since I visited them.
It's not a bad idea.
You might have more of an inkling as to what power this Paradox King holds. If it is Excalibur, I would imagine Nimue would know more about it.
The same thought. At least for you and myself, cousin. Perhaps it's time to start throwing around our weight here. We are not secrets among the people. And we should start taking advantage of what that permits us.
The two ranges, the Chronicler and the General. Throwing around our weight in public. I like the sound of that.
Blasted thing is always itchy.
There's a knock on the door.
Excuse me. I'll go answer it.
And you see that it is the Kishid's wife, who they did say that would be by to help heal Lord Emberton. And as always, very business, very focused. Where's my patient?
At the same. Good to see you again.
Dax LaFay. One of these days you will come to one of my husband's interactions without leaving a mess everywhere. But Let me see what I can do for this injured mortal lord.
Thank you. And I'll take her too then. Whoever I'm so sorry.
Lord
Grimmer, your
Emberton.
character's name is escaping me, but yeah, I'll take her to Lord Emberton.
Yep, and she gets right to work.
Coraline stays out of the way, but is very much hovering.
If you're going to watch child, would you care to assist?
Yes. How can I help?
Well, you bear the mark of a phoenix, a creature of rejuvenation, a creature of rebirth and healing. Have you never been taught how to tap into those powers?
No.
Excuse me. She pauses, looks you, but now she offers you a hand. Come here. Come hither.
Coraline takes it and comes.
And she kind of pulls you into a kneeling position next to her, and she starts talking you through how to feel your magic, what it means to use it instead of just have it there. And it takes time, but Coraline is an exceptionally brilliant individual. They are known for being able to pick up things very quickly. And it doesn't take too long before this just gentle warmth, starting in the core of your body, circulating out to your limbs, creating this just loop. And as you put your hands onto your father, you're guided through how to continue pushing that magic into another person. And she warns you that it will look as if they are burning. But all that's happening is they are healing. And as you push the magic in, you see and smell this kind of sizzling as you see your father's wounds kind of flare up. But as they fall back away, it is this. They're scars. And there's that silvery look of burnt skin. But they are healed.
Thank you.
Of course, child. This is quite the power that you have. It's one that she looks over at Jax. Many knights don't realize they can pull more than just the machina. It's more than just an ally. It is a personification. It's an embodiment. It's a part of you. And like all parts of you, if you learn how, you can use them going forward to the best of their abilities. Something I would recommend all of you figuring out. General LaFay is much more attuned to this in a very natural way. But it's something I recommend from all of you with what you're fighting. You're going to need it. She stands up and she starts walking away.
I'll walk you out.
She pauses and looks at Ellis. Be very careful. Not everything that claims that it is a friend is truly there to help you. She walks out.
As I'm walking, Queen Mako, right?
Yep.
to the door. Well, actually, after I like let her out and walk her out and walk her to her carriage, however else she traveled here to the portal, whatever she took. I there. Oh, I don't like this. I'm looking back into my mind about my memories of everything that happened 80 years ago, and I'm trying to match the fighting style of everybody that we went against to the Paradox King.
No one matches. No one matches. These giant verbose strikes, this gunfire out of the sword. You've never fought anything like whoever this individual is.
Second question. The accent of the person. What was it?
American.
Son of a bitch. Y'all, I rush back into the room. Eva had a son.
A son?
Alice's half brother, older. Eva, before she married into the. She married Charles, I think. Oh, it's been a long time. Anyway, before she was married to him, she fell in love with an American man. I forget his name. They had a kid, secret kid. She told me about it before we found out that she was the Shadow King. She was looking for him. I forget if she ever found him. American. Her mother, Rosetta, bribed the man into going into hiding and taking their son with him. Aoife was pissed about that. And for years, she planned a revenge. She killed Charlotte. And Rosetta framed her grandfather, Robert. There's a reason behind all of this. If this Paradox King is who I think it is, then mighty tough. Have the blood of Oberon flowing through his veins. And wield an Excalibur. It's a dangerous notion.
Yes.
So we're looking for someone with an American accent.
We're looking for someone who wants to finish what his mother started.
Can't imagine it'll be easy to find.
Then why find? Why not invite? He wields Excalibur. He has all of these things in his pocket. He's clearly someone who loves a show. But you know what those types hate? People who can upstage them. He wants a claim to the throne. He wants a big show. He wants to make himself known. What would happen if someone else does the same? What if someone horns in on the spotlight? Someone of that temperament probably wouldn't take too fondly of that.
He wants to be king. he wants this to be his. We've been told that we're the arbiters of such a ascension.
What if the knights decide that there's someone who might be worthy of a look for this ascension? Someone that has no real right to it. Someone that would insult someone like him for even daring to think themselves worthy.
It's not a bad idea. Do you have someone in mind?
Well, as I said, I'm a humble observer. I'll leave that to you, Adam.
Well, I am but a humble chronicler. Cousin, thoughts?
My coat of arms is up there.
It was. And whoever we choose will be in grave danger.
You can't give that to someone who can't defend themselves.
Exactly.
I will express concern over the way people will see it if we do support you, the conflict of interest of it all. But you are one of the few we can be certain will be able to defend themselves.
I spent my life in service to this crown. I guess for the good of everyone, I'll have to wear it. Or at least attempt to.
And once he is dealt with, we can see what the best route forward is from there. With all due respect.
Oh, oh,
Coraline whirls around.
oh. And your father is just shaking. He's still pale. Whatever happened has taken a lot out of him.
She rushes over and picks up his hand. Father.
Are you still Henshin? Or did
No.
you... Okay. Coraline, I have made mistakes, my child.
It's okay now.
This man, it's a whole conspiracy. I was trying, I was I was trying to get information to pass to the crown proper. They wish to overthrow the crown.
I know. Who does?
I never got the name of the individual in charge, but I do know that there was a man. He was an alchemist of sorts. He gave teas to everyone in the group. They clouded the mind. They and he just falls back into sleep again.
She
Maximo?
brushes her hand through his hair and gently eases him.
He's out. He's unconscious.
He's gone.
Okay, gotcha. Now look to Adam. It could be. He's his magic is profound, to say the least. And I'm sure he's got his hooks in many clubs. We can assume it is for now until we know otherwise.
I will say that one of the big things for Jax is Maximoff thrives on soft power. He was always, and as you found more information after he left the country, he was always an individual who was part of 3, 4, 5 different clubs. He was always in somebody's ear. He was insidious.
We should find our way into this club.
It won't do any good for the two of you.
Yes. I think the two of you should find your way into this club.
Ellis. Alchemists using teas. That resonates with you.
The noble I met at the dock. I remember receiving, was it a card?
You were invited to meet with Viscount Dartman again at your convenience.
I take out the card and I look for some sort of address.
It is, the address leads you back to the into the apothecary and clinic down in the docks.
Not to bring up old incidents, but a while before General LaFay's incident at the hospital, since we were discussing magics and alchemists using tea, I do remember that this noble, and I pull out the card and show everyone, he was at the docks. He was healing people using the power of teas infused with something from a vial that he had, I believe.
And Jax, Viscount Dartman, was the one who pushed you over the edge by dangling your children in front of you.
He was the one. He was there. Coraline, Ellis, the two of you mind following up on that one?
Sure.
Your father will be safe here, I promise you.
Well, if you need a few more moments, Lady Emberton, I'll be more than happy to give you those, but once you're ready, mayhaps we should be on our way.
It doesn't have to be tonight. I don't think, has the sun come up yet? I think it's still nighttime, right?
Oh, is it?
It is still night.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So he's very much not being like, go now. He's just like, yeah, when y'all find the
Okay.
time.
Well then, tomorrow.
As soon as you're ready, so will I be.
You can take your time. This place is protected by Nimue. Nimue gifted me this house. Gifted us this house. I guess it's me that's left, but you'll be safe here. We should all stay here for the night, I think.
Thank you.
Who falls asleep first?
I'm gonna take a walk.
I think Coraline will be up by her father's side until she literally can't be anymore.
Dom will probably spend a decent amount of this time trying to reassure Coraline and happily standing quietly by just to ensure that she's not alone.
Alice, let's go for your walk.
As usual, not straying too far from the house. Alice just takes a look around, sees if there's anything going on, anything that needs addressing.
It's odd because, again, this is still Samhain. It's the tail end of it now, so there are still drunken revelers, there are still fire pits and music and merriment being had despite the monstrosities that have happened with you guys. You see that the city is resilient. Even though this horrid thing has happened for part of the city, there are fiddles being played, people stomping and clapping along to rhythms that everybody knows, as drunken songs are just lifted out throughout the city. And it is interesting, I think, that juxtaposition of your knowledge of what's happened for your experiences tonight and the seeming unaffected revelry of the city as a whole.
As we work, the joy of the people is protected. Yes, some may be injured, but I've done a good job. At least. I would hope I have.
But your work is not yet done, is it?
Not yet.
And that voice, slick and cold, calculating, slips back down and simmers away quietly.
Should head back. Rest. It's required. As I walk in back into the house, I sort of take off the outer layers of my uniform and find a place, not really in the rooms per se, but maybe possibly at the bar that Jax had made known. Places the uniform folded nicely on a spot that isn't too dusty, and then sort of rests his head there at the bar.
How long does it take for Jax to fall asleep?
He does not.
There's a tap at your window, Jax.
I look over. Can I see anyone?
You see Nimue.
Open up the window and help her in. Lady Nimue is forgive me, I'm just very
You've had a time, Jax LaFay.
yeah.
I fear that I owe you a bit of an explanation.
What?
Excalibur.
Okay. I'm listening.
The stories were always that after Arthur's deeds were done, the lake was there and the sword was returned to it, and for a time it was. And then there was another individual who had the determination and the guile to claim Excalibur. Only this time it was taken from my sight. It's been missing now for close to 1,000 years. I thought it gone. I thought it lost. I thought it buried in the deepest trenches of the oceans or cast into volcanoes where it was rendered back down into its baser elements, but it was seemingly not the case.
How do we beat someone who wields it?
You have to show you have more drive than they do. Excalibur is a tool that always defers to strength. Always. Determination, grit, whatever you have call of it, that internalized aspect for the mortal mind that allows them to push past the limitations of the mundane in ways that Faye could never dream of. Faye cannot wield Excalibur. There is an aspect to it that requires the ability to be more than a thing is, and a Fae is always defined by the definition of what it is. They can never be more than that. Kethsheed will always be Kethsheed. Queen Mecha will always be Queen Mecha. Your own grandmother and Oberon will always be themselves. Nevermore. To be more than the individual is the realm of the human.
On determination in this kid.
Correct.
Lady Nimue, I haven't had determination like that in years. I'm not sure if I can find it again.
Maybe it's not you to have that determination. You have 3 individuals who have that blessing of youth, that ability to see the world and demand it change to fit a righter and juster reality. I think your time, old soldier, this time, I think you were meant to mentor.
Sound like Kuko.
As frustrating as they are often right,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
There's anyone that I didn't trust the future to. If there's anyone that I'd lay down my life because I believe that they have a better vision than anyone else. I'd love to say that it's the three of them, but unfortunately, I'm not so optimistic about life. But Adam, the kid's got it.
They all do in their own way. And I think it is your job this time around to pull that out of them as it was at one point pulled out of you.
Is your protection on this house still?
It remains, and it will remain for another 1,000 years.
Good. So we're about to get real busy.
I will leave you to your work then. And she steps up and places her hand on the window, and she is in an instant gone.
A leader, he said, not a warrior. I hate how right he is. And I'll go into the war room once again. I kind of get I think there's almost a flashback of looking up at the door and seeing the old team walk in. I get to work on drawing up strategies. And I do that all night.
How does Adam find sleep?
So I don't think Adam does until after Coraline does. I think that actually I will ask first: is Coraline going to sleep at all tonight?
I think eventually she just falls asleep sitting next to her father's bed.
Yeah, I think after that happens, I think there's a point where Adam goes out for air. Not too far, staying on the grounds, obviously. But I think there is time where they take a walk, clear their head, come back in. And I think they're actually going to look for Jax.
Do you find him in the war room?
Sitting in a chair, you leaned back. He's got his feet kicked up on the table that has the big map on it, and the chair is leaning back. Very. If it wasn't Jackson, someone being so physically able, probably worried that he'd fall back, but he's having a fun time. And he's got his reading glasses on, and is writing in a sort of notebook.
And I think for a good like 10 seconds, Adam just sort of stands there, watching quietly before eventually he goes, "Hard at work, cousin?"
Yeah. I figured it was time I stopped wallowing in my own pity and started acting like a general again,
Not,
like a ranger.
who was it? Carlisle.
Yeah. Quite honestly, I think you and Carlisle would have got along pretty well.
I didn't think myself so sad. Usually.
Not in that aspect. Carlisle's passionate, like you,
I am
determined.
driven to ensure that we set things right in the time we have.
The problem Carlisle had was they let it consume him. That passion. Although, given what Nimue told me, the three of you might have to get to that point.
What did Nimue tell you?
Excalibur's power lives off of, I'm not quite sure, I don't quite understand it, but Excalibur responds to just that. Determination. Grit. She said if we were to put forth a stronger determination than that of the Paradox King, that perhaps Excalibur might respond to one of us instead.
It will certainly be difficult to match the determination of one who's been so convinced for so long that they are in the divine right, following in the steps of their mother.
Yeah, see, the thing about inheriting goals, I don't think they hold up too well when faced and challenged with something more potent.
Adam will walk into the room, grab the first bottle of whatever there is, pour a cup, set it down, and then settle into a seat and sort of swirl it a bit before taking a sip, setting it back down and going, "Cousin, are you telling me about inherited goals?" And then, almost as an emphasis on the statement, will sort of scratch at their beard.
I know you know a lot about it.
Enough. Certainly not more than you, I'm sure.
I
If you had the
cannot.
chance to, if you had the chance to do something else, not be chronically, would you have done that instead? Whatever that goal may be.
Dom thinks for a minute, takes another sip. This one's a long one. And then puts it down and will slide the glass across to you. I can't imagine what I would be if not this. Chronicler, yes. But if I'm going to be honest, in a way I never could be, with Zadie, I have always been more focused on the role that I knew I would have to take from him one day as the head of our community. Chronicling is important, and I understand the need, the necessity, and what comes of it, the weight. But it is the role as the head of the family of my people soon enough as rabbi. That's the role that I find my focus in, my drive. Without that, it's hard to know. I've spent so many years pretending it wasn't me and fashioning myself on who I thought you were that it is difficult to find anything beyond that. But I don't think I have to. Because I think that the truth is, it is some amalgamation of these goals. I think I've always done this because I had to, for me, even if I would pretend it not to be the case. And I think in seeing you as you are, I mean with all due respect, and not as who you are perceived to be, I find more passion and determination in myself than I have my entire life.
Let me tell you, I'm not a good role model.
Well, if it weren't for following you the way I did, I'd never have figured that out myself.
Fair enough.
What I would like...
Learn about,
I'm sorry,
learn what
please
not to
continue.
do. Huh? You learn what not to do. That's good enough for me.
What I would like is to no longer look up to you and besides, perhaps, look aside to you.
I like that too, Adam. I've always thought that family was the most important thing. I don't not think that anymore. That's not what I'm saying, but I understand now that sometimes there are things that we have to do for our family that may not be the best for them.
Mm-hmm.
I would have let them kill me tonight.
I'm aware. And then who would save them? Or teach them? Or give them an opportunity to save themselves? Wouldn't be me.
Their Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
You have to be alive to offer forgiveness. At least that's what we believe.
I understand what it's like to be a LaFay. After I pound some sense into them.
Well, you've pounded plenty into me over the years.
That I have. Now, I want you to take a look at this strategy here. So I thought of Coraline, and he'll go off on a strategy that he's got for the team.
And as we pull back away from that image of the knight, we shift and we move. And there is, in a darker home, individuals sitting around a table, one of them in broken armament. The image of Maximov taking different reagents and healing and reinforcing those broken bits as cursing in Russian and shaking his head at the children. There is this moment of pressure as Malgrove, the same individual that allowed Ellis to do what was perceived as that harm to them. The same American individual who was seen at Emberton House and who's been flittering around the background of every event since we've started. Snaps and Maximov. It's enough. If they can't bring me their father's head, what good are they?
Rude.
And I think that, as long as you're okay with it, Lion, is what we're going to call our break.
I want you to know that I have in my notes Charles Malgrove from America, definitely evil.
Correct.
Evil guy. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take about 15 minutes, stretch our legs, use the bathroom, grab some water, grab a snack, do all the things we can't do while we're here. We do recommend that you do the same, but we'll be back in just about 15 minutes, and we ask that you be too, so you don't miss part 2 of this wonderful episode. And the nightmares that I'm sure are soon to follow. Back in a bit.
talk. I'm so bad at like spelling and things like that. I did not know what she was spelling the first time I heard that song.
Yeah, is that right, Kama?
Huh?
Is that right?
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Literally did the countdown and everything.
My headphones cut out. I didn't hear anything. I thought y'all were still talking in my headphones. Just
Oh,
cool.
beautiful, beautiful.
Cool. You know what? For context,
No context. No context. No, they don't. No, the listeners don't get context on that one.
fine. It is what it is.
Let them try to figure
Let them
out
wonder. Let them wonder.
Cool. You never get to know the secrets.
Hashtag what was Kimma saying? Tag us in the posts.
Except I'm waiting.
Oh,
I don't want to see it.
that's the funny shit.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Thank you for the hydrate check, by the way, Jazz.
Yep.
We're back.
Yeah.
And we're back. So, it is the next morning. What's your guys' plan?
When it is no longer a unreasonable time, Ellis will head over to the Emberton estate and sort of wait for Coraline.
Well, we all slept over at Jackson's.
Oh,
We all
right.
stayed there.
Sorry. I'm so rattled. Yep. Well, when it's no longer unreasonable time, I'll wait outside for Coraline, so we can check out. I've already forgot his name.
Like Count Dartman.
Yes, Viscount.
Okay. Yeah, Coraline will wake up sore from sleeping in a chair. Yeah, she will get ready and meet up with Ellis to go out.
Before everyone starts splitting up, Jax will try to intercept them, so that he can talk to them, so he can talk to everyone together. Before y'all go, if y'all don't mind, y'all mind come joining me in the war room real quick?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so here's the deal. Nimue visited me last night. For one thing, this house is still under her protection for the next 1,000 years, she says. Let's see what it look like then. Anyway, next 1,000 years under her protection. As said before, your father will be safe here in the time that he is here.
Thank you. That's good to know.
And this will be a good place too. There's no problem. This would be a good place for us to probably stay for a while. I think we should stay closer to each other from now on. Another thing is Excalibur, wielded by a Paradox King, son of Aoife Fitzroy, I believe at least. It responds to determination, power, things like that. Although determination seems to be the main thing. So, if any of us, it looks to the three of you, are able to prove or show Excalibur that we are more determined than the Paradox King in our goals, and Excalibur might respond to us instead, or whoever it is in the moment that it happens.
Oh, interesting.
Now, it must be true. You can't say you're determined and then it happens. It has to be real. So dig deep if you can. Although that's not the goal right now. that may need to be built up too, but something to think about. Right now, if you run into any problems, specifically if you run into the Paradox King, don't try to fight him. Excalibur's too powerful a weapon. Don't try to fight to harm, kill. Fight to learn his weaknesses. And I don't mean power wise. Taunt him in his head. See what happens. See if you can make his determination waver even a little bit. But by all means, first and foremost, get yourselves to safety. Don't face him longer than you have to. If we are split up, especially. The rest of them, the two Harlequins that we ran into last night, it seems they rely on each other too much. Split them up.
Understood.
Maximov, well, he's a powerful foe, but I don't think he's unkillable or too powerful for any of us to take down. So approach him with caution and be prepared to run away if you need to. I know I just kind of threw a lot of stuff at y'all, but I'm in no way trying to claim leadership here or anything like that. So if you disagree with anything, feel free to let me know. But these are just my best rules of engagement that I've come up with throughout the night.
It seemed reasonable and well thought out.
Agreed.
Certainly, in
Understood.
regards to Paradox King, we'll need to be a team to take that on.
I believe in you all. I believe in us. We can do this. And if you run into trouble you can't handle, our communicators do double as communicators. Amorphous. That's the right way to say. I started calling them communicators a long time ago because it made it easier to remember that I could communicate with them. I didn't read the manual when I first became a ranger. None of us did. It was really bad. Read the manual if you got it.
If anyone needs, I do have a copy.
Adam would actually have the only copy among all of you because he was the only one supposed to be getting the Morpher.
I have one from my days.
I have to
It's
imagine you
probably
have
outdated.
one somewhere around here, cousin.
It's probably a little outdated.
Well, I suppose we make our leave.
What will the two of you do today?
Guess we'll throw our weight around.
Then we'll bring back what information we can.
We'll meet here
Start
tonight.
the process on seasoning your father's stuff.
If you could send someone to let my mother know where my father is, so she doesn't panic.
Of course.
Thank you.
Coraline,
Yes.
something that I feel like might be fun for you to know is the last person I saw manifest a phoenix from their transformation. Alice.
Huh?
And, well, if it's the same thing, or even similar at all, boy, oh boy, will you be trouble.
Oh, I intend to be.
Hell yeah. Give them hell.
Always.
Do the two of you take a carriage, or do you walk? It is a distance.
I think a carriage. We want to be quick about this.
And it is probably, with the pause and everything out, it's probably getting close to midday as you guys finally make your way down to the docks. And you stop in front of the clinic.
Mr. Lima, what is our plan of attack here?
Well, I'm going to seek out the Viscount. I believe that what we discussed prior about medicines being spliced in with tea, I believe there might be some hints of or clues to what's going on here. I would advise that while I talk to the Viscount, stay close as not to be suspicious, but do take note of anything odd you might see. And if a little bit more of a distraction is what you need, then give me a sign and I'll think of something.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
And as you two move forward, Ellis, you see the Viscount helping one of the individuals,
You're
and
muted,
then
Grim.
No, Grim's coming
Nope.
through.
Oh,
I didn't think
You
I
might
was.
want to reload.
well, BRB.
Gremlins persist, but so
Yep.
do we.
But so do we.
Mhm.
So, Ellis, you enter in and you see Viscount Dartmouth finishing off giving a sicker older man a cup of tea, being very kind, consoling, and, looking up, seeing you, and giving this very warm smile of recognition. Ah, the ambassador. Welcome back.
Viscount, it's been a while. I see that you're still up to your good deeds here.
I attempt to be.
Well, as always, I'm here to assist if you need. Oh, where are my manners? Can I introduce you to Lady Emberton?
There's this blink and you miss it recognition at the name. Ah, Lady Emberton. What a pleasure to meet you at last. Your father had nothing but nice things to say about you.
Oh, how lovely to hear. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
She is acting as a sort of guide today. She's showing me around the various areas that I may have overlooked or missed. And since we were in the neighborhood, I figured that we could chat and talk more about this healing process that you have.
Of course, of course. Let me go ahead and can I offer either of you a tea real quick?
I'm so I'm fine. We had just gotten back from a meal.
Indeed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you see him kind of getting back into this swing of work. And Coraline, what are you looking for?
I want to look around the room for any, gosh, anything that feels like it shouldn't be there, or
Roll me an
displaced dust, or places that seem like that kind of thing.
Roll me an etiquette.
That's a 2.
So yeah, you look around and you take some moment, but you do find it's the lack of something, as it often is in these kinds of things. You notice that with it being down in the docks, there's this perpetual layer of film kind of on everything, just from the chemicals and the overall sea breeze. But one of the bookshelves on the bottom seems to be polished smooth.
Mm-hmm. All right, she's gonna sort of casually saunter as though she's just not directly to it, just as though she's looking around at the different, jars and tinctures as a person curious and not currently involved in a conversation might do, and sort of slowly make her way over to that bookcase.
Yeah, it is. As you make your way over and you look at the bottom, you see that this is very obviously something that has been pulled out and pushed back several times.
Mm-hmm.
This has this kind of air of just there is something behind this bookshelf.
Okay, noted. What are our I want to try to signal to Ellis that I'm looking at this specific thing, but without it being an obvious signal.
Roll me another kit.
That's a 3.
Okay, yeah, no, it's very, very, very smooth. Very, you don't kind of hit any additional red flags. Ellis, you do clock the signal.
Well, Viscount, I know we discussed it earlier about your healing and remedies, but as I had stated prior, I am here for a cultural exchange, and I do seem to have forgotten my part of the exchange, where you use teas and tinctures to heal these people. Some of the elite Inui, some of the higher chieftains of my islands, they run the gambit of using their own herbs and medicines, and some even perform certain dances that sort of help. For example, and I stand up and I go towards the area so that the Viscount would be looking at me away from.
Go ahead and roll me a footwork as you do this distraction.
Oh, no. First roll of the night.
Yeah, I think you got juice too. So.
You do have juice.
That's a 4.
That's what you need. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's go.
Yeah, nice.
So you slip into this dance and you see that Dartman seems to be very, very focused on what you're doing. Are you...
I'm gonna try and slip in.
Okay. So, I can't have you roll vigor because it is impossible for you to roll vigor.
Yep. How big could a bookshelf be?
It's a bookshelf. It's quite the big bookshelf.
Bookshelves are heavy.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a footwork. I'm gonna play this like you're kind of leveraging it open just enough. Perfect. You leverage it open just enough to slip in, but it does close all the way behind you, so you are now trapped. And you see that that is a set of carved stone stairs with sconces every couple of steps leading down in a spiral.
She takes a second, she takes a breath, locks her shoulders back, and starts heading down.
Adam, Jax, what are we up to today?
Please. Direct us, General LaFay.
Jax will.
Oh, actually, can I send a communication through to... Can you pick and choose who you send a communication to? Or
You can.
I will send the communication to Adam and Jax, because obviously I don't want to do that with us.
Valid.
And let them know that there is in fact a secret passage in this place, and I am exploring that place.
Call us if you need anything, is the reply you get back from Jax.
I'll keep you updated.
Please do. And yeah, so I have contacted the just a messenger, just give it a messenger.
Yep.
And it is very much coded as best I can. That it's like it's like probably a message about like a dinner party, something that Jax would do, like try to like invite someone else's wife out.
Yeah.
As
Jax LaFay does.
Oh, good. Now it's Emberton. Great.
Cousins think alike, as they say.
How dare you? I have no idea what you are suggesting.
And I will. It's coded to be like, yeah, come out with me basically for like dinner, but it's that's the obfuscation, but it's really saying your husband is at my house. I'm not gonna come up with a code for that right now.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. That is the vibe.
You send that off to the Emberton estate, and yeah, you perfect. So with that done, where are the two of you going to be throwing your weight around?
All right, Don, what do you reckon we start? I mean, I'm gonna have to get Lord Emberton's assets in a row, see who he's talking to, who he's been making deals with the past, we'll say, 6 months to a year.
I don't think that's a bad place to start at all. That'll give us people that we can then talk with and go from there. I know you've mentioned wanting to take a trip to see some other faces and see what they might have to say as well. But I think perhaps getting that financial information and sorting it is likely the best first step.
What will you be doing?
Well, I'm not exactly going to leave you alone now, am I? Unless there's somewhere else you think I should be, oh General LaFay.
Not at all. I mean, having the Chronicler by my side as a issue a command to seize Lord Emberton's assets will just make it seem more official, I believe, quite honestly. So we can do that. If you can, though, see if you can dig up any information on Aoife's bastard.
So you would start by going to the exchequer of the crown. That would be the individual who manages all of the taxation documentation, the financial records that all of the lords have to submit to the crown for audits, etc., etc., etc. And the exchequer is this big, bespectacled, tiny man who realizes the power that he has, but is very, very, very understandable to individuals who come with the proper level of respect.
Sorry, say that again. You said he's like, is he disrespectful?
No.
Or is he okay?
No. He is. If you meet him with respect, he is very respectful in turn. If you come in trying to demand things from him, you will get buried in tape. You've seen it happen where individuals have come in demanding things, and there are some of them who even now, 5 years later, still haven't gotten what they've been asking for.
Wild stuff. Yeah, so I will approach this person and just be like, I'm here to inquire about starting the process of seizing a lord's assets.
Are you seizing assets or are you seizing information?
Oh, sorry. Been a while since I've been this information.
Perfect. I can help you with that, sir. He pulls out just this ream of paper. You're going to be here for a while. This is severe paperwork. Well,
I'd like an expedited form of this if there's a significant enough threat.
I mean, you can petition the Crown directly for an immediate seizure of information if you would like. But otherwise, you are requesting the personal financial information of a Lord of the Realm. It is purposefully a bit obtuse to be able to get it. We don't want this to be the easiest process.
Red tape. All right. Hand me a pen. Quill. We get pens yet? Is that a thing?
Pens are a thing. Pens are a thing.
Been a while.
Yeah. And then back at Coraline. You hear just the systemic bump, 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 bump. There's just this repetitive pounding sound as you slip further in and down into whatever the secret chamber is.
I'm trying to time my steps with that thumping so that it's masking my movement.
Roll a footwork for me. That's very smart.
That's a 4.
Perfect, yeah. You are... It takes you one time and almost a misstep, but you very quickly fall into that rhythm. And as you kind of peek around, you see shadelings. And they are working around this apparatus where they are putting in these different herbs and bits of foliage, which are then being pounded by this mortar. And these oils kind of coagulate out and distill down into this tar-like black substances being drip, drip, drip into a series of flasks. You have seen this liquid enough times to know this is that concoction that causes the transformations.
Right. Okay. Is this the only room that's down here, or are there other rooms?
Oh no, this is an entire complex down here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm going to try and slip past that door and keep going further in because I've got to find a way out of here that isn't where I came through.
Yeah. So, yeah, you go ahead and roll me a footwork as Kema. Ellis is finishing off their dance, and Dartmouth. That's quite an impressive feat. I can see how the movements of those energies could be helpful for individuals in different kinds of recovery. There's a old Scandinavian medicine path that follows a very similar idea of movement of an individual to help. Historically, it was said to cast out spirits of ill health, but it is, under my time of doing some research there, I found that it was more the sympathetic relation of the individuals moving that created a better blood flow for the individual. My dear guest, where is your friend?
I sort of feign looking towards the back. As I've been informed, it's improper for someone of myself and a lady to be alone during certain times, and I had advised that if my presence or me being around would cast doubt upon her station, that I would assume that she could leave, as she is so kind as being a host. But
Roll me an etiquette.
I believe in you.
Fingers crossed.
You have a juice.
not a 6.
What?
You have a juice.
Uh,
You have a juice.
You have a juice.
You do have juice.
You've got a juice.
Let's use it.
Yes.
Hey, cool. A second 6. That's nice.
Perhaps, maybe it's time to Henshin right now.
That's just one of, I see.
Well,
And then he goes right back to talking with you.
It's interesting. I've come here for a cultural exchange. Not only did you allow me to know more about this kingdom here, but even more information from societies far from here, or
Well,
just
I've been a traveler and a scholar for many more years than my appearance would lead you on with.
if I count. Do you spend your entire day here with these patients?
Not my entire day. I have matters of court that I do have to attend to. I have other. I have other. I have other clinics that are under my purview. But I try to. I try to heal to make up for some things I've done in my youth.
Mistakes of the past.
We all have them.
Yes, we do. It is good work that you're doing. I'm not sure what mistakes you've made, and it is beyond my station to ask or pry, and I will not do so, but the service you provide to these people, it's one that is noteworthy and one that should be celebrated.
I can only hope that at the end of the day it balances my ledger, as it will. Anyways, but enough of such heavy topics. You were mentioning about other medicines and dances. What are some of those other herbs and tinctures that they use on your island?
Well, you see, Ali Inui Alua was the Ali Inui known for medicines and things. I only studied under her just a few times. I've not really had a great grasp on things, but
You've been quite helpful here. I'm surprised you say that. You seem to be quite focused and diligent in your own attempts to assist individuals.
it's a well-held belief of mine that you should help however you can, whoever you can. It's I was raised under the idea that rules and laws are supposed to do that for people, although I've come to the realization that that's not always the case.
No, but we can make it a world that does follow that.
I suppose I could.
There are individuals that care deeply about the betterment of everybody within this realm, not just those who are satisfied living off of the lifeblood they squeeze out of the lower class. I think, Ellis, that you might be someone who would enjoy meeting some of my compatriots who share this goal.
Well, it's no secret that I do not find what's been happening to these people as justice. That is not the justice that I see. That is not the justice that I believe that this kingdom could have. I suppose you may be right.
I have a. He pauses for a moment. Called a social gathering, of which I would really think you should join me at. We're having a meeting tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Well, I don't believe I have any plans, and I am here for communication and to learn more.
Perfect. I believe that I will. He takes out a card and a pen, scrolling down some note. Just meet me here tomorrow at 6:30, and then I will take you by my carriage to the meeting.
Sounds grand.
I am trusting you with this, Ellis. There are those who do not look favorably upon our goals. They view it as destroying that thing that makes this kingdom this kingdom. I believe that there are individuals that wouldn't understand. But I think you will.
Well, I've been taught not to speak before I gather the information, so I will abstain from agreeing with you, although I will say that it doesn't sound unlike myself.
Well, I hope that your companion was able to exfiltrate themselves smoothly. I do have another heavy round of clients. You're more than welcome to stay and assist me, or if you have other things for you to go to, by all means, don't let me take your time.
You know, since my compatriot is no longer here, I'm supposing that I could remain here for a while longer, assist if possible.
Perfect. And Coraline, you sneak into the next room and you see that it is full of people. They are strapped to cots and they are being drip fed this tincture. And you can see them in different parts of transformation into shadelings, and some of them into more than shadelings. There are a number of, again, just these in regimental uniform shadelings walking around and tending to these systems that deposit the tincture into their victims. This appears to be why the Paradox King has seemingly a never-ending supply of them.
Is there any hope for these people?
You don't know.
Okay. They look like half transformed or already transformed.
Some of them. There are some of them that are just starting the process. There are some that are a little bit further into the process, and a couple that are approaching the end of it.
All right. I think we're setting this place on fire.
Valid.
I think we're gonna henshin, we're gonna light up those fans, and we are setting everything we can get our hands on fire.
Perfect. So yeah, you henshin, you flick out your fans, and you just start blasting.
Yeah, basically.
And
No idea. I don't have an exit route yet, by the way. I don't know how. But this is not continuing.
this sound does echo up and out of that doorway. And Alice, the Viscount Dartmouth, looks over at you with a smile. It appears your associate has located, let's call it a processing facility.
It sounds like it.
You see that they have a vial of red liquid in their hand. Are you going to be going down to assist them?
From past experience, I've known Lady Emberton to be quite capable on her own. Besides, I believe that I might have pressing matters at hand.
That depends on what you decide we do for the next action.
Tell me, Viscount, what exactly is in that vial?
Power. And he snaps the top of it, and this red liquid pours down and around, encasing them in this smooth crimson full face mask and crimson armor. I would really rather not fight you.
And seeing what you've done, I do not want to fight you.
You can walk away.
I agree. And so the young judge has. Now.
There's the Mo'o.
So, we can drop all the pleasantries.
No more pretext? Sounds great to me.
Power for power. Well then, allow me to show you what this judge has.
Before you make any rash decisions, I can present the two young dragons to you for you to easily take your power back.
Interesting. And how do you propose you do that?
They know me, they trust me. I can quite easily provide them to you. I have no desire to fight a fight that I view as unnecessary. I still think that even with all of this, the young judge, as you've called them, their head is still in the right place, and they are worth being able to try to salvage. They remind me of an individual I knew many, many years ago.
Continue.
There was a young knight of whom I was very close to about 80 years ago. I see much of them in Ellis.
I see. Well, as great of an offer as that is, two things need to be said. The first, I do appreciate your attempt at playing on the wants of those who you deal with. I have employed that strategy myself from time to time. Second, you assume that I need help getting the two young dragons.
A little bit trickier than I think you give them credit for.
I don't know. They don't seem to like their old man. Truth be told, neither do I. But that will be my key to them. And with that said, I think we're done talking here. Now, how does he do this? Oh, right. Yellow Revolutionary.
And we're going to go back over to the very boring fill in here, sign here, sign here.
Yeah. All right. Faye. Is that it?
Well, that's the first set of forms.
I should have just broke into the place. He does say that out loud as he's like.
You are not the
contemplating his
first
life
to have.
choices.
You're not the first to have decided that might have been a better way to go about this. Unfortunately, I would not recommend that. There were old magics in place here to prevent such things.
Yeah.
So, shall we continue? As he pulls out another just ream of paper and drops it on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
All right. Back to the fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
You are starting to get resistance from the shadlings that are down there.
Makes sense.
So, how do you want to handle them?
Essentially, I want to continuously just sort of stay out of their grasp. Firing off fire whenever I have a spare moment, and just because I can't fight them all, there's too many of them.
Right.
So it's just duck, dive, weave, fire. Duck, dive, weave, fire.
Footwork for me then.
That is a 2. I have a
You
juice.
do have
I think
a juice. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me mark that down. Okay, let's roll that again. And that's a 4.
Perfect. So yeah, you are able to, which is also your hero.
Yes, it is.
So you are able to very quickly shift and move yourself around. And it is very much, yes, they outnumber you, but the sheer difference in skill and your ability as a ranger and as a knight puts you on such a different level that you are able to keep them both at bay and continue wrecking your chaos in this place. Come on. You have henchioned. Are you striking first, or are you seeing what happens?
Striking first and immediately.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dueling for me.
I believe in you.
That is a 5.
Yeah, you move and you deliver. Whoop. What kind of hit do you make out of this?
Similar to how Ellis has used the Leomano prior, using it as a sort of engine to jet them forward and like dart right into the close range area and then slashing upwards.
It's a very clean hit. You are able to nick their armor as they kind of take a half step back. And as we shift forward through there, you fall into this very repetitive, not repetitive, but you fall into this very precise trading of blows between the two of you. And you're coming out ahead a little bit. But you are still getting some good shots in return. And do either of you, so Coraline, because I'm assuming that Alice wouldn't at this point. Coraline, do you respond out to Jax and Adam?
Yeah, I think once she has disentangled herself somewhat, maybe kind of started sprinting down the goddamn hall, it's gonna be just so update, setting everything on fire. Might be trapped, not sure.
Do we know where the two of them went? I forget.
You did see the card, and it did have an address on there.
Okay. Cool. I think there's a moment of almost a bemused smirk as Adam puts a hand on Jax's shoulder and goes, "Don't worry, cousin. Handle your business."
Will do.
Don't worry, we're almost halfway done, General LaFay.
Hey, lucky you.
So I had Shmuel do this for me. Hey, he's already gone.
Yeah. The moment that those words leave your lips, Adam has like fully like beelined it out of the room.
All right, hand me the next stack. And I'm going to do this as fast as I can.
Right, Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing next?
Almost as if like a dance or something that isn't life-threatening, which it clearly is, both of them sharing blows. Still, the Mo'o continues to have a conversation. The red vial you have, what is it for knowledge's sake?
Oh, for knowledge's sake. You get a chuckle from a response from him. Well, it is a culmination of centuries of research. As I need you to decide whether you're going to try and just tank the next hit, or if you're going to try and deflect it.
I am going to deflect.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a vigor for me.
All right. Oh, that's a 3.
That does not do it. So go ahead and re-roll your die.
That's a 5.
So you're still in. So the Mo'o isn't quite ready as Maximov dips underneath, and there's this momentary where you see that almost this liquid congealing into like a punch dagger. As Maximov just sinks it right into your side.
Quite the trick.
Oh, I have many.
I've seen warriors that pulled something similar. It's your luck. It seems a young judge still doesn't want to bring harm. Lucky you.
He's a good boy. I think that really and truly he'd be a very good fit in the organization I'm thinking about bringing him into.
And that's why he sleeps. While the adults handle business.
Coraline,
Yes.
are we still running? Are we running things as we're going? What are we doing?
Well, that depends. Uh, how many shadelings are behind me?
It's very Benny Hill at the moment.
Okay, so as I pass rooms, I'm trying to set things in those rooms on fire. I don't even care what's in there. We're just setting it on fire.
No.
We're just setting as much things as we can ablaze.
I'm not even going to have you roll for that. It is well within your bounds to being able to do that right now. But yeah, you shift and you move forward with all of this.
Okay. I don't know if that slows me down or how much of a lead I've got, or
It doesn't really slow you down. Your fans kind of auto lock back to you when you throw them.
okay. Then I am also trying to find myself a way out of here because everything's on fire, and I keep telling myself phoenixes don't burn to death, but I don't
Maybe
want to
they
test
do.
that out.
Maybe they do. You don't know.
It's not that they don't burn to death; they just come back afterwards.
Correct.
Am I immune to my own flames? Don't want to test it.
So you, as you kind of continue deeper in as you go, because that's kind of where the only straight line is. Adam, you are turning the corner and on this carriage, and you can see the window breaking as transformed Ellis, henchman Ellis, is kind of thrown through the window.
Well, I suppose I found the right place then. Immediately, the morpher comes out. Crimson Revolutionary Heart, right? Henshins. And Adam immediately runs over and offers down the hand while brandishing the spear.
Thank you, Adam, but I'm fine.
It was the full head tilt.
There's a foe in there. Red armor. He used some sort of red tincture to transform.
Well, then we should handle this quickly. Coraline is not in a good spot.
Poor Rangers. Stepping out of the window, Maximov in all of his armor. The punch dagger now a curved blade in one hand and a straight sword in the other. Now then, shall we dance? And for both of you, are we deflecting or are we tanking?
Deflecting.
Same.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Adam, not a tanky. So is this footwork or dueling?
If you are not tanking it, it is footwork. If you are tanking it, it is vigor.
Okay. Yeah. I got a 5.
I got a 6. Is that a...
You got another juice if you want it.
Are you a D6 or a D8? I forget.
I believe am
It's
I
a
not a
D8.
D6?
You are D6.
Are you the Ronin or the Hussar?
I'm the Hussar.
Then it's a D8.
It's a
You're
D8.
Dang it. Okay.
I believe in you.
I'm waiting for it. Waiting for something positive.
Maybe you can switch to Ronin real quick.
Yeah.
Just for this role.
Yeah, just for this one
Just
roll.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have a juice. You can always spend your juice for the reroll.
I mean,
No,
Vigor,
no, it's
Vigor
cool
is
because
still
like,
a 6. Vigor is still a 6.
okay, well that's good.
So yeah,
Just
you
need,
so you are able to take the shot as both of you kind of step in and shift your positionings around properly to kind of apply pressure back to Maximov for Ellis catching and deflecting one of the blows, while Adam, you sidestep and go on the offensive. This pattern change catching up to Maximov and making him on the back foot now.
Wonderful. I'll let you.
oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I'll mute my mic.
It's wonderful. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Keep
For
going.
whatever it's worth, it is a mostly mesh fabric back. So thankfully, it's not actually getting destroyed. He's just going to town on it.
I got it.
So yeah, go ahead and Maximov is now on the back foot. What are you guys doing?
Would I be, since I deflected, would I be able to try to hold the
Sure.
weapon?
Sure. It'd be
Okay.
another vigor roll.
Oh god. Where'd I put it? Hello. Okay, so that's a 2.
I believe you have another juice.
Thank you for whoever keeps supplying me with juice. Just gonna grab
Sodas
another
don't
juice.
exist. Yeah.
Nope, they're in the void. That is the void's roll, not mine. Okay, so that's a 4.
So that does not work for the vigor.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your dice.
I believe in you.
It's like being morally ambiguous doesn't pay sometimes.
What? No, it can't be.
What?
That's another 4.
You're still in.
Okay.
As you kind of go and try to get that lock, and Maximov shifts their footing and drives their knee into your side, sending you sliding back. Dom, what are you doing?
I think with that, Madame will step forward, and I think there are a number of spear thrusts that are purposefully aimed not at striking, but at forcing him into a position before eventually the spear kind of gets spun. The head of it gets slammed down at the floor, expecting the step back to dodge it, and then the pommel of it is jutted back up towards the jaw. Or the throat.
Roll
rather.
via dueling.
Yeah, we could do that. I hope maybe. That's a 3, which I don't think succeeds. I do have a Queen's Favor that I'd
You
like
do.
to use to reroll this. For a 1. That's a 1.
It's not going to do it for you. So
I
that
tried.
is. So go ahead and roll your die for me real quick.
That's a 1.
No, you want that.
Uh-huh.
You want to hit the
Yeah.
number because
Yep.
that
Gets
clears
rid
it.
of yeah.
And what happens is you miss the first attack for that jut forward. Maximov kind of slipping to the side, but you are able to take that moment and using your spear kind of like a pole, kind of like just like a pole, you're able to launch yourself upwards and deliver a knee strike right on Maximoff, causing them to skitter backwards. Jax, you are finally done.
Always believed in you.
Thank you.
Now, it'll take 5 to 7 business days for processing, and then you will give you your return of information after that point.
All right. I appreciate the help.
I appreciate your understanding in these times. And General LaFay, if I might be so bold, I will fill out some additional forms for you for other peoples of interest. There are investigations going on within my domain of certain individuals, of which I think there will be quite a bit of overlap.
All right. This sounds like a good plan to me. Appreciate the help.
He nods his head as you make your way out. And Coraline, you have figured out that there doesn't appear to be a way out other than how you came in.
That's so bad. That is such terrible news.
You hit a turn and you realize this is just a giant room and there are no more doors.
Okay. And she's gonna take a minute and kind of master that sudden sinking feeling of dread. And turn around and get ready to, 1, fight a bunch of shadelings, and 2, possibly try to run through a bunch of fire to get back to the bookshelf.
In that moment, as you kind of go, okay, a much bigger shadeling looms in and rises up out of the doorway. How do you want to handle him?
First, communication. If I die, please tell my family what happened to me. Thank you. Then,
Jax has a response, but I'll let you finish first.
she's gonna square up, and it's a big guy, so we're gonna try to outpace him.
Your footwork.
That is a 1. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll again for me.
I believe in you.
4.
You're still in?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you go, and it is unfair for something that big to be that fast. Meanwhile, for Ellis and Adam, Maximoff kind of chuckles as he hears the words coming out of your guys' communicators. As he takes a vial, well, I think my time here is finished, and throws it at his feet and sinking into the ooze that pulls from the vial.
Right. I suppose now would be a good time. And Alice walks over to the bookshelf that was being investigated earlier, where all the noise is coming from.
Yep.
And not even taking the time to shove it out of the way, just uses the Leo Mano to tear through it.
And what happens when you do is it's a flash fire scenario.
Oh.
You've created this opening, and there's this wall and gout of fire. Go ahead and roll a footwork for me real quick.
Well,
God. 3.
3? No, yeah, that gives you your footwork.
Oh, yay.
And you are able to sidestep it. Thankfully, it's just a flare. It's a flare a flash fire, and then it very quickly dies back down, and you're able to make your guys' way down. And as you guys run down, Jax, you are showing up right in time to see the gout of flame shooting up from inside the building.
I'll get on the communicator and say, Coraline, how good are you with magic?
There's a sound of like, not bad.
Flare it.
A little busy. Big thing.
Flare your magic.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Etiquette.
That is a 3.
And it takes you a second, then you remember how it was taught to you earlier last night. And you flare your magic. And you see the flames within the room kind of bend around you.
Cool.
I'm sensing for that.
Yeah, you have a lock on her.
Lovely. Purple revolutionary. Spade dragon. And I will transform into my dragon form, and using earth magic that I have now, I'm going to essentially fly through the earth to try to create another
roll
way
me
out.
of vigor.
Land shark.
Dude,
Land
yeah. It is high key. It is high key there, yeah. Ooh, listen. How about
you roll that die again?
What if I don't think I have. Okay, well, I listen. Someone give me. That's a 1 on the die.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I will give you your honor on this one, actually.
Hey.
Oh, nice. Cool beans.
So yeah, you
Thank you.
yeah, you shoot down, and Ellis and Adam, you see Jax kind of just show up, shift into his dragon form, and then just dives into the rock.
What I'm trying to do is create a. I'm trying to burst my way through into wherever Coraline is. Is the goal?
So yeah, you are 100% able to kind of using that kind of ping of her magic from earlier. You are, excuse me, you are able to move forward and kind of hit that straight line. Coraline, what do you do while you are there? Everyone's on their way. How do you hold out?
I'm just trying to keep this question.
Yes.
Do our helmets filter smoke? Because I'm pretty
Yes.
sure it's okay. Good. Then we don't have to worry about choking to death. I am just trying to keep out of reach of this massive creature.
Your footwork.
4.
Yeah, you are able to, now that you've kind of gotten the pattern of their movements down, you are able to kind of figure out that movement of, okay, dodge here, shift here, move here.
I want to try to like lead it into places that are on fire, like if it can crash like past me and stuff like that.
Yep. No, 100%. And yeah, you are 100% able to kind of shift and move and cause this oversized shadling to kind of run into all of these on fire things. And then as you kind of keep moving forward, you see first stones shaking from above you as little chips of rock. And then you hear footsteps coming from behind you, coming in towards this room.
She doesn't even know where to turn her attention. Like, things are coming from above. I'm still fighting this thing.
fair.
There's still a hallway of 1,000 I'm assuming the footsteps are the 1,000 shadlings. So I'm like...
Yep.
I just try to set the doorway on fire, I guess.
Ellis and Adam, the two of you start just mowing through shadlings. These are not threats to you, the two of you, as you just move through them like hot knives through butter. And as you guys turn a corner, you see the door frame set on fire.
Let's proceed a little more careful this time. I would like to... I've already messed up enough tonight. Just gonna... Let's go through the door.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a vigor to tank the flames.
The worst that could happen.
No, you got
You would have it. So you have the nature of water, so you would have advantage on this.
Okay, so I got a 5, and shoot, that doesn't count. 5 and a 2.
The 5 gets you there.
Nice.
As you just kind of power roll through the flame, and that's a big shadling.
It's never done with this. Never done.
There's a full sort of like, again, the head kind of tilts a little bit and you can't see, but behind the visor, Adam's eyes narrow a little, and the very clear difference in how Ellis seems to be acting. But they do follow through the fire. Their element is fire. I don't know if that how much easier that makes this, if at all.
It makes this easier for you also. You also get advantage.
Not great at vigor. That first one's a 3. That other one's a 5.
5 gets you through. That's also a very big shadling.
Can't ever be easy, can it?
Well,
Oh, thank heavens.
well, seems like we're all here. We share a common enemy. We talked about being a team. This would be a great time.
How do you guys want to handle this thing?
I think Adam looks over at Ellis and goes, aim for the knees?
I've been trained to.
And, oh, go ahead.
To keep in line with the type of combat Ellis would have been trained in, actually goes for the back of the knee to slice.
Go ahead and roll a dueling for me.
Adam is fully going for the other knee.
Roll a dueling for me also there.
Okay. I got a 4.
I got a 6.
I'm not doing too well tonight.
No, 4
4's
is good. 4 is what you want for dueling.
Four's
Oh,
on the dueling
Yeah.
one.
You're
good.
doing great. You got this.
See, just like out of character, it's hard for me to play a really cool, tough character when my roles are just so bad usually.
So, Adam, you get your hero. So how does this play out for you?
So I think it's
Because Ellis, you see Ellis slide in and get the back of that knee perfectly.
I think it is as Ellis completes their strike, and then he kind of buckles a bit as the other one obviously pivots kind of outwards. Adam dashing forward, the spear changes into the lance, and he is going to try and bury it directly, like into the side of that joint.
Ugh. Yeah, no, it does that, and there's a sound. It's not great.
A
As
sound
this
I
thing
guarantee
falls,
you I've heard before.
yep, yep, yep. As this thing is dropped to its knees, and which is just in time for Jax to burrow through.
As I burst through whatever side, I think it's the top. I think I come through the top. I think that's fun.
Pick out the knees and just fall on him.
Well, I'm not gonna fight, because Jax is like, different now. I've changed. So what I'm gonna do is, to make it a little bit easier for everyone, is I'm going to, as I'm sort of falling from the sky to him, I'm going to breathe in real hard, and I'm gonna try to suck in all the fire and smoke in the room.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a vigor for me.
Will do. Ha! That's a 10, baby.
Yeah, and it is just this
My hero.
super inhale as every bit of flame and smoke congeals and slips down your throat. Coraline, this thing is on its knees. You now have clear vision. What do you do?
I want to run, find a piece of furniture that I can jump off of, and basically Mario stomp on its head.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me a. Let's do a footwork for that.
Remember,
I
you
believe
just
you.
That is a 3.
Yeah, you hit it. You go and you drive your heel into the top of this thing's head, and it just crumples.
She'll like tumble forward.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna burn to death down here. Thank you guys.
Why'd you start a fire on the? That's gonna give me heartburn later. Don't do smoke inhalation, kids. Why'd you start a fire on the ground? Ooh,
Oh, well, it turns out this is the secret laboratory where they're making all the shadlings, and they've had people hooked up transforming and a whole like distillery for the evil goo. And I thought that should probably be made to go away.
that's a fair thought. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. What about y'all two? What happened upstairs?
The noble that I came here to see happens to have ties to, and I check my pockets and I find the card that Alice was given.
Yep.
Has ties to some sort of organization here.
Jax, you recognize Maxwell's handwriting, even after all this time.
That's Maximo. Interesting. You fought him?
Yes. He had some sort of red liquid in a bottle. Referred to it as power, as gauche and gaudy as that is. Turned into a red armor set for him.
question.
Next time.
Yes.
Sorry, just real quick out of game. Was it the same? It was different from what we saw him in the other time when he clocked
time.
you.
Same
thing?
Same.
Okay, cool.
Same.
Awesome.
Next time you go against him, try getting under their skin. Mention the name Avery Capars. That might rile him up a little bit.
Will do.
Well, I I guess we should. You said these are people who have been transformed into shademen.
Yes.
Before we venture on, is there any patients left in the facility?
It's pretty gruesome in there.
It's. I don't know whether they had been infected or not, but
In y'all's opinions, is there any chance of them being saved?
I don't
I
think
don't
they could
think
have
so.
been.
Dom, roll me an etiquette roll.
Yeah. That's a 3.
If anyone would know, Tosh would know.
At this point, I think the only way we could maybe find some kind of solution to this, it would probably be through Kosh.
Very well.
I can't promise that it will be an answer you'll like, but I can't imagine anywhere else we might be able to find any sort of hope for that.
In the meantime, it'd be too dangerous to allow them to stay here. They escaped out into the city. It'd be no good.
Agreed.
That's why I set everything on fire. I thought there was no saving them, and if it were me, I'd certainly rather be dead.
Maybe there's a third option.
What are you thinking?
It's too late for me. But maybe because it's too late for me. And he's recalling the idea of like the whole the Fae being like, this is who I am, and that's what they have, right? And I think he's thinking he's also there now. Like he's at a point where he's like, this is who I am. And because of that, he doesn't think he has a chance to do anything besides what Nimue said, like be a mentor. And but if that is the case, then maybe he can call upon some more of that Fey blood of his. So, if I may, he's gonna reach real deep down into his core.
Here's how this is going to work.
Hmm?
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
That's a question right there. Yes, because I think what he's thinking is not. He's not going to try to like cure them. I don't think he thinks he can do that. But if he can put them in his horde, if he like, I don't know, think it maybe like a pocket dimension or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to have you roll for this.
All right.
You've been on that point, and as many times as you've used that full dragon display, it's not that the empathy is gone. as you are Fae now. But there's now in your head a very clear delineation between yours and not yours. These people around you are yours. You care about them. They're yours. These individuals who need help are yours because you decide that you are there to be that bulwark for the people. That's what you are. And you lose your human form.
Love this. Keep going.
And for the last thing that's going to happen for this evening, we're going to cut over to Kashid and Queen Mecha as Kashid just shakes their head. Poor fool. Poor fool. And that's what we're going to call it.
Oh, snap.
Eesh.
We make choices.
Okay. Rephrase. The last thing that happens is in the Hall of the Accord, where you guys got your oath from Merlin, Jack's banner falls.
Oh,
There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be king of the people if I'm not the people.
Yep. Ooh.
And that's where we're going to call it for the night. So we're going to go ahead and popcorn around, and we're going to go ahead and start this time with Kema.
oh, wow. Hey, everybody. It's your favorite them, Kim. I'm like all the other nerds you follow, except rolling poorly this time. You can find me at Apochromatic Unlimited, where I'm usually behind the scenes or just doing stuff back there in the community. You can find me on all my socials at Fave Them Kim. It is just my screen name. It is not an assertion on your actual favorites. I don't usually plug this part because why would I? But hey, I do some voice acting sometimes. So if you feel the need to hire anyone for a project, go ahead and give me a call. Yeah, swing it back over to. I was almost gonna call you Jax. Still in character mode. Extel.
It's okay. I am Jax. Hello everybody. And also, I don't know what you're talking about. You rolled fantastic tonight.
Fact.
You actually didn't roll as bad as you thought you did.
Okay,
You rolled really great.
thank you.
But hello everybody. I'm Extel. I have just as Jax accidentally killed my chances at being king, but that's fine. I'm still General of Fae, maybe. Maybe debatable. But yeah, you can catch me, Extel, at Extra the King on all the socials. I'm a social media manager here for Tales from the Table Studios. You can catch me Sunday, this Sunday upcoming, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, here again in the Tailsinger seat for Sundered Skies. As we come back and we see what's happened to Lycia and all the other stuff that's going on with the party before they head into the Underwater Kingdom. You can catch me on Don't Kill My Character, where I play Leo on Superhero Shenanigans, and I'm also the storyteller / player in Sanguine Scourge. I'm not storytelling while I'm playing, but I'm playing while someone else is storytelling because there's two of us storytelling. And I played the Camarilla and storytell the Anarch table. Start playing. I'm also there. Got Vampire on there. You can catch me there. You can have me torture your characters emotionally, consensually, and put them through absolute turmoil. You can also do that with Werewolf and not just Vampire on there. So come on by and hang out, howl at the moon, or sink your fangs into a city with me. there's stuff. I did reach my goal for Throne for my PC, so that's a thing.
Hooray!
We'll see
Nice.
coming soon, hopefully. We're gonna see what happens. I've put in an order. We're gonna see if it sticks. So keep y'all updated on that. And I think that's all for me. Anything else? Just follow me on socials and whatever, all that good stuff. I'll pass it over to Kay.
Hi, I'm Kay. I play Coraline Emberton. It was a great time. We all had fun tonight. And you can't find me anywhere because I don't exist.
And
It
you
really
are,
fucks
as
my head
always,
up.
and as always, you are our favorite delusion, Kay. Hello, I am TR Grimm. You can find me everywhere on the internet at empathic_Grimm. I am a game designer, game reviewer, and non-clinical mental health professional by trade. I am actually going to be getting my own Start Playing Games account set up in the upcoming year. So if you want to learn how to run games, I'm planning on doing a 12-part tutorial for how to run your own games. So keep an eye out for that. And starting in January, on the... Hold on the 17th, or the 24th, we haven't decided yet, you will start being able to see my other group who does Sentai and Sensibility. You will be able to... You still have time if you want to go check out Zeal Zaddy on YouTube to see the first season. He was very kind to let us move forward with the second season on our own site. You can find us for that at twitch.tv/corrosivesquid. Yeah. And don't forget to tell your tales, and we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Lion.
Hey, yo, it's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I use they, he pronouns, and I am a mask-shaped eldritch ball of positivity most of the time. You can find me everywhere online at It's Drake Lionheart and TFTT Studios, because our name is too long for most socials as a handle. I am the creative director and studio head for Tales from the Table Studios. You can find me here most of the time. You'll find me here on Sunday for Sundered Skies, where I play Menagerim, who is struggling with a lot of bad things that are happening and knowing that there's a lot worse coming too. But we'll get there. We're going to have a crash out first. It's going to be a great time. We're very excited. After that, you'll see me Tuesday not morning, but Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, as I'll be back for another cozy co-working stream, hanging out for about 2 hours. I call it co-working. It's a misnomer. I don't get any work done, but I hang out while y'all get work done and get to chat with you about all sorts of stuff. We've talked about wrestling. We've talked about TTRPGs. We've talked about breakfast cereals. We've really kind of run the gamut on things, and I may or may not have been bullied into doing a couple cool things next year that we'll have a little more info about soon. But I will have a hint. Some of it is solo TTRPG streaming stuff, and some of it is silly little guy games that we'll be hosting on the server. It's going to be a great time. Otherwise, you can find me every other Wednesday at Live from the Apocalypse, where we're doing Neon, a cyberpunk magical girl by moonlight game where I am dead but not really. And eventually the rest of the team is going to find out, and everyone's heart is going to break all over again. It's been a really great time, and we keep inching closer to that inevitable moment when I eclipse and everything is going to get real sad. But that kind of is my brand, it seems. So here we are. Besides that, you can find me over on our Discord. The link should be down below in the About section. It's an amazing community, something that started as a charity event, a hub years ago now, somehow, has blossomed into an incredible community of creative storytellers, world builders, producers, GMs, tail slingers, players, actors, voice actors, and just incredible people across the spectrum. Come say hi, hang out. We do movie nights. We're working on some game nights. We did Violent Night this month because it's just a great Christmas movie. I don't know what we're doing next month yet, but we're trying to figure it out. We'll have that schedule out soon, hopefully. Besides that, what else am I up to right now? Oh, I guess I can technically talk about it now because we started teasing it. Starting in February, we have a new Masks game coming called For All Mutant Kind. It's something that I'm really, really excited about. I've been working on it for like 3.5 years. I've been working on it since longer than I've been in the space. And the ability to put that on is great. We have an amazing cast, which you'll get to learn about very, very soon. yeah, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So stay tuned for more information about that. We've got something else that we're going to be talking about soon as well. But we also want to take a second. I hope it's okay, because I know you didn't mention it, but we really do appreciate everyone who has, filled out an application and applied for our Jujutsu Kaisen game. We're working through getting the last bit kind of locked in, and we're going to have more information about that soon, but we're really, really excited for that as well. And that's something we're also looking at, I think, February as our launch date for. I think that's everything I have to go over. If not, that's okay. You can find me in places and I'll talk about it soon. I promise. I'm just very, very tired. I hope everyone's had a good holiday. I hope the holidays have been great. For anyone who hasn't celebrated, I hope you've had a good month. And as we come up on the end of the year, I'm sure that in the server and also on our socials, you will at some point get our customary emotional tear-filled statement that I generally put out, thanking everyone for how incredible they've been. And maybe early in the new year, we'll have a little bit more information on another Days of Tales event. Who knows? We'll see. But stay tuned. Remember, until next time, eat enough food, drink enough water, love yourself, do the things you need to do even when they're hard. Make sure that you have space for people to lean on you when and where you can, and that you have people you can lean on, because community is so important, and it's never been more true than it is now. And boy, oh boy, it's not going to be any less true in the foreseeable future. So always remember to tell your tales. Love you all very much, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Evolution is inevitable. It is a gift granted by nature itself. Homo mutatis is not the future, it is the now. Mutant kind is an inescapable reality that refuses to be denied. You have tried time and time again to show demonstrations of your power, and each time we have allowed this game to continue. But now you have overstepped. You have seen only glimpses of ours, but soon you will witness our true response. M-Factor and the United Future Foundation offered you peace and a chance for common ground. We will not give you the same offer. We are here. For you. For us. For all kind. You will accept us.